quoting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has said that Nigeria's diverse culture and traditions hold immense tourism potential and should be harnessed as valuable tools for destination promotion. The president stated this on Saturday at the grand finale of the week-long 2025 Eyo Festival held at Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. This is contained in a statement issued by the presidential spokesperson, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, on Saturday. President Tinubu is quoted as saying, and I quote, "It is a reminder that our culture and traditions hold great tourism potential. Indeed, our cultural assets can serve as valuable resources for destination promotion. The glamour of white-robed figures parading our streets sends a resounding message about our identity and our country." Now I'm being joined by Mr. Kunle Odufuwa, a journalist, media consultant, to revisit the cultural significance and tourism potential of the Lagos Eyo Festival. Good to have you on This Day Live, the Sunday talk show, Mr. Odufuwa.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. You were master of ceremonies.
I was.
Yesterday at the Tafawa Balewa Square.
Myself and Lanre Bajulai.
Okay. And the people were so impressed with your knowledge of the Eyo Festival. So
thank God.
I would like you to share some of that knowledge with us. First, about the origin of the Eyo Festival. Some people say it is actually Ijebu people that started the Eyo Festival. But that Obado married a woman from Ibefun, and then, she brought maybe Orisha from her area, and then from there, the Eyo Festival began. The people in Iperuremo, they even trace their own history to some connection with Eyo Festival. So how did Eyo become such a big tradition in Lagos?
That is what we will now address. Yes, Obado, the first king of Lagos, married Erelu Olugbani, who was the third wife of Obado. She had two elderly brothers, Ejilu and Molaki. When the woman did not give birth very early, the brothers came to Lagos to assist. And Olugbani gave birth to Kuti Kun. That was shortened to Kuti. That became Erelu Kuti. Erelu Kuti now gave birth to Shokun and Ologun Kutere. Ologun Kutere later become Oba. It will interest you that the children of Ologun Kutere till date, the descendants of Ologun Kutere, through Erelu. The funny thing then was that when Eletukekere, Gabaro, and Akinshemoyin, the elder brothers of Erelu Kuti, passed on, the woman now said, "Look, it's my turn." They said, "How is it your turn?" She said, "Look, I have two sons. I'm a direct blood of the king. And what do? They said they should go and bring one." He took Shokun and put him in Idun Tafa. That is where you have your body Tafa. And put Kutere, who was very powerful, in Igadun Garon to become the Oba. But where we are coming from is that, yes, Ejilu and Malaki are reputed to have brought the Eguniko and the Ologede to Lagos. That is why when you look at one of the part of the rules is that women should not put on the shuku, because in days of yore, it was the Oloris that were easily recognized with the shuku being plaited then. Yes, it has been a long time. Eyo did not come to Lagos directly. They've been having their performances at Okekpa. Okekpa is at the present Lekki Phase 1. Oba Dosumo will go every fortnight to wash the festival in Okekwa. On one of his visits, when coming back with his entourage, they now saw a tiger waiting almost by the bank of the, Lagos there are all channels all over the place. And then the Babalawo said, Oluwameduro. Then he got palm fronds and tied with palm fronds and was reciting incantations, and the tiger was moving away till it got to the point that where he tied the palm fronds is where we call Anikotamo today. And where the tiger disappeared is where we now call Onola. The place where we used to play football.
Okay, but...
Now, I'm coming. Obadosunu got fascinated. When his father now died, Obakitoye, he felt the best thing for him to do was to bring that rich cultural tradition to Lagos Island and upgrade the dressing. This type of art is usually for the white cap chiefs and the obas, the Akarigberes, the Idejos, and the Ogalades. That was how Eyo started on Lagos Island on 20th February 1854 in memory of King Akitoye.
Okay, Mr. Odufuwa, two things.
Yeah.
The Eyo is in two categories. There's the Eyo Orisha. There is Eyo Iga.
Yes.
And there's hierarchy between them. What is this, distinction? Because, as you have said, the Eyo is brought out to celebrate our ancestors with Obadosunu, using the Eyo to commemorate.
Yes, the Adimu came earlier.
Okay.
And the Adimu is believed to have descended from Benin. Very, very old, from Benin.
Is Adimu Eyo Orisha or Eyo Iga?
It is. Adimu came alone and later got his own Eyo. And that is why Eyo Adimu is the head. The second group is the Eyo Labala Ketepukwa, which is the Eyo of the Oba, and charged with policing all the other Eyogas, apart from Eyoshas. You follow me? It represents the Eyo Laba, represents the Oba of Lagos, the sitting Oba of Lagos. And that is why the Laba is not stationed one place. They used to take it around from one family to the other as the Oba pleases. For example, in 1916 to 1920, the Laba was with my maternal great-grandfather, Ajose Adeogun at Idoluo. It was taken away from there. A lot of families have taken care of the Laba. The Bashuas, the Ginlas, so many. That's the situation. Then we now have the Oniko. That is why they call them Imole Gilu, Imole Molaki. You can see they used to cross-praise the two of them. And the Ologede that used to have the Oniko has the Okpambata with raffia, and the Ologede with banana leaves.
And then, the yellow heart.
Yes. And the last is the Agere, which is the youngest. So that is why usually the Agere will come in first, in that order. The Ologede will follow. No, the Oniko will follow. Then the Ologede will follow. Then the Laba. When the Adimu comes in, that marks the high points of the celebration. Because the Awe Adimu and the Oba of Lagos presides to a greater extent, although no Eyo is held without the consent and approval of the Oba of Lagos. For example, if a family is interested in having a performance, they write to the Oba, or they go to the Oba and express their intention. The Oba will now send his staff of office and the Shuku and some of his chiefs to Awe Adimu. It is the Awe Adimu that will now list the requirements for the celebration.
Okay, but Eyo Iga, because there are some...
The Eyo Igas belongs to the chiefs.
Okay.
To the different classes of chiefs and families in Lagos. Whenever they come across any of these 5 Eyo Orishas, they are supposed to put down their staff. They must not raise their staff, or else they will face the consequence. Okay. In respect.
Okay, let's talk about the appearance. You have the Aga, which is a hat.
That's it.
You have the Iboju.
Yes.
You have
Opambata. I have it outside.
Opambata, and then the Aropale.
I have it.
So what is the symbolism of this dress?
Yeah, the symbolism is this. They believe the ancestors are usually in white. They are robed in white. I think you get me. When the Sumu brought the Eyo to Lagos Island, it was when they now started using hats like this. But there are distinctions. The Olori Eyos, you will see those ones in damask, in heavy woolen woven clothes, agbadas. And then the Eyo Moloku. The Eyo Moloku represents the children of the deceased that is being honored. The Aropale, you have to learn how to use it.
Okay, but there's a ritual side to this Adamu Orisha festival.
Yeah.
The ritual side, for example, when you see the Opambatas, some of the Opambatas have Ifa inscriptions, Ijiogwe, or Yekumeji, and all of that. What is the meaning of this ritual side of it?
When you look at it, I think I can say authoritatively that modernity has taken off a lot of these Ifa lines and all that. People now do whatever designs they like to make...
Including tattoos, right?
Including tattoos on the Okpa. For example, the Eyo that represents the sea goddess. Their own Okpa is painted in white. Complete white. And like the Oniko with the raffia, with the Ologede, with banana leaves. But the Adimu, you dare not, because that is where the power lies.
Anyway. Because we have a limited time, I would just like you to review what happened this year, the tourism side of it, and whether or not the Lagos State government should take it over and make it an annual event. The last one was in 2017. It's not an annual event. And now that it has grown into a big cultural thing.
It's not an annual event, but for example, in 1903, we had 6 Eyos in a year. In 1906, around 3 or so. In the past, they used to have 3, 4 in a year and all that. And when you look at the situation, it depends on what is on ground and who is interested. It will surprise you that Obariwa Nusholale Akiolu, Omokutere Asalogun, Oshani Ebema Bekutere, Oshagbobi, Kutere Agbiri Loro, and very visionary Oba, Kabiyesi. In 2009, he now came up with the idea that this Idumota procession, that Idumota has become so small for your procession. And then he now came up with the idea when we were to have the in memory of the late Os Benson, Look, we should take it to the Tafawa Balewa Square and allow people to come in from all over. A lot of people criticized him, but he said, look, let us look at the tourist side. Let us look at how we will bring people. And by the time we add it, you will not believe it. Very successful.
Okay, but finally, final question.
And from then, that Tos Benson, we had Oniru.
Okay.
We had Yesufu Abiodun Oniru. We have a Yakini Legushi there. The one we had yesterday was in memory of very great minds of Lagos. For example, Alhaja Abibamogaji was not honored because she's the mother of the president. Alhaja Abibamogaji was honored because of her contributions to commerce and development of society. You know, Alhaja succeeded Mama Akpele Ewura as the Iyaloja. For example, during Nigeria's civil war, this woman single-handedly mobilized market women across the country to donate food items and money towards the war efforts and in organizing women. Very powerful, very amiable, but very, very, very kind and very firm. Very social. For example, when Awolowo lost our mother, Mama even mobilized the people again. Well, when Bolaji Johnson was appointed governor in 1967, Mama mobilized the women.
Well, Mr. Odufuwa,
then we take Bolaji Johnson himself, the first military governor.
We need to manage.
We take LKJ Babakekere. We know his contributions. Then Femi Otedola.
No, the father.
And you can see
Otedola,
yesterday,
the father.
When Eyo Adimu came in, it is then we saw a lot of Brazilians joining the Eyo Adimu procession.
Okay.
In white.
Okay.
And we had people from all over the world yesterday. It was very interesting, despite the short arrangement and the short notice.
Okay, Mr. Odufuwa, last question. Yeah. And please, I just need a short answer. Why do they say Eyo does not cross the bridge? Because I saw one Eyo in Ikeja yesterday. And I was wondering what he was doing in Ikeja. Because I've had people say Eyo does not cross the bridge. It's on the island.
Traditionally, that is what it is supposed to be. Because the rituals that are performed within the Lagos Island. And it does not, after bringing it from Okekpa to the island, so that people do no longer abuse it, it was decreed that it should remain on the island. It is unfortunate. Some groups just take membership the way they like.
Okay, on that note, sir.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you very much for joining us on This Day Live, the Sunday talk show.
And
we look forward to the next Adamu Orisha Play, your festival in Lagos, because what was done yesterday was a big statement, very colorful.
Yesterday was the 74th.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.